Hello and welcome to this week's Emerge 5, where we explore new tech, upcoming companies, common industry issues, and the brilliant people behind it all. Now, the digitization of the finance industry is nothing new, but with the arrival of the pandemic, financial apps and online banking have become absolute essentials. Research from the Devere Group found that fintech apps have seen a 72% rise in usage since the pandemic, making it the perfect time to launch an app aimed at helping us with our finances. In this week's Emerge 5, we look at the top 5 financial apps that launched during the pandemic that have had a big impact on consumers and business owners. Starting us off at number 5, we have Suji. Suji launched in November 2020 and is the first and only app that lets users check the carbon impact of their investments. Users sign up for free, link their investment portfolios, and receive personalized impact data on their portfolio. So it will tell you the kg of carbon emissions per year and the trees lost for each investment, as well as benchmarks and similar investments to compare with. At number 4, we have Upside. Upside is an open banking fueled cashback app. Unlike some cashback providers where you have to wait around 3 months to get cashback on products that you buy, Upside gives buyers money back instantly when they make the purchase. And it can be used both online and on in-store purchases. Because it's hassle-free and instant, it motivates users to stick to it and actually save significant sums. At number 3, we have Rocket. Rocket is the UK's first socially distanced way to pay. It was launched in October 2020 and is designed to restore consumer confidence in the ongoing pandemic, allowing customers to pay shops, friends, and families from a safe 2-meter distance using cloud-based Rocket technology. The FCA-regulated open banking technology app helps support high street independent retailers by reducing middlemen transaction fees and potentially saving businesses up to £3,000 a year. Coming in at number 2, we have Tommy's Tax. This free app that launched in April 2020 provides people with the opportunity to check if they're owed tax quickly and easily. Simply by submitting your pay and tax info, the app does all of the hard work. The expert team behind the app is tax specialist Tony McNally, and on average they secure £3,000 tax refunds for those on payee and £2,800 for the self-employed. So far it's had 20,000 downloads. And coming in at number 1, we have Amaze. Launched in March 2020, Amaze has fast become the go-to app for business owners who want quick and easy financial payment and receipt management services all in one app. While it's not a bank, it combines the features of accountancy software with online banking-like features so that all can be automated. It's been a particular hit with the service industry who need to issue invoices and manage their finances while out and about. And now joining me, I've got Matt Goddard, who is the Head of Marketing and Acquisition Strategy at Amaze. So Matt, thanks for coming on today's show.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks, Max.
You're very welcome. And I'm looking forward to our conversation because, as I was just mentioning in that introduction there, Amaze is an interesting company for how you guys kind of support small businesses. So it's always best coming from the horse's mouth. So maybe you could tell me a little bit more about Amaze from your perspective and really the impact that you're planning on having.
Absolutely, yeah. We're effectively a business app, a finance app for businesses. So in that we provide services through an app for invoicing, taking payments, and running a business, specifically aimed, for the most part, certainly for the last year, at SMEs, sole traders, and smaller businesses. Been talking to a lot of small businesses, and we've been working through and seeing how we can provide better features and better services in what we do, for instance in the provision of cashless payments and how the invoices work and different kind of access levels to apps that work in the meantime. But in terms of going forward, obviously with the twin elements of Brexit and the impact on small businesses in the UK and also the pandemic, we're still very unclear on quite a few things, and if we are as a business, so are the businesses we work with. So it's about really expanding that out and providing better services for them.
Yeah, 100%. You guys were obviously very brave to launch in the pandemic and Brexit as well, but from the look of it, you guys are providing a fantastic service for a lot of small businesses that they kind of need. So it's interesting when we kind of talk about that shift of what's happening at the moment and needing that support. So when you're talking to small businesses, what are you kind of noticing coming out of this discussion? Where are their kind of pain points at the moment?
Well, it's absolutely a challenge, and there are quite a few pain points. We work across all sectors, really. As I say, we've been focusing on smaller businesses, and that can be freelancers and side hustlers who were aspirationally setting up businesses and are now. And there's been a record increase in small businesses starting up in the last year that actually comes from situations like this. But a lot of these do have different challenges, and what we found from talking to them is the need to change to survive. Mm-hmm. From some of the research we ran last year, we know 35% of small businesses pretty much say that they wouldn't survive or wouldn't have survived the pandemic and the lockdowns across all the sectors, whether service or retail and manufacturing, without having pivoted in some way or changed their business. And that can be a small or logical pivot, or it could be a larger pivot. It could be moving a business online where it hasn't been previously, fully going online, or actually changing a lot of what they're actually providing as their core product or mm-hmm. service. So it's really responding to that. And the best way for us to learn from that, and for other companies that we work with and future customers as well, is to really listen to them and try and project that.
Before we kind of wrap up here, do you have any kind of last minute advice or things that small businesses should be kind of checking out?
Absolutely. Well, it's really to stay aware and to stay aware of what's going on. We've got the two elements here at the moment of the ongoing pandemic and lockdowns, and also Brexit, which may not have direct impact on a business, might have some impact. We ran some research just before Christmas on Brexit among small businesses, and found that there was a high level of preparation, but preparation before a deal was even agreed or in view is far different from what's happening now. So it's important in that respect, and from a large report we produced, it can be seen, just to stay on top of what's happening, mm-hmm. where there are developments, and also through podcasts of the type we run and the blog content, find out what other businesses are doing. You never know, even across different sectors and from different business leaders who've been in their industry for 30 years, they can provide a lot of experience that's really helpful for new business owners. And there are more and more new business owners coming out at the moment. So we're hoping to find out more about them and encourage them and help them on their way.
Excellent stuff. Well, all the best to you, Matt, and to Amaze, and thank you very much for coming on and discussing this with us today.
Very much pleasure. Thanks, Max. That's brilliant. Thank you.